Welcome to the holiday season. And you may be, I'm putting my tree up in December, or like us, because my kids love it, having it up in October. But I feel like as entrepreneurs, the holidays can bring a mix of emotions, especially with the forced pause and stepping away from the business, whether it's joy, stress, grief, or even pressure to meet expectations. And many of us, myself included, feel overwhelmed trying to balance celebrations and personal and professional commitments. Sometimes I struggle deeply with having a lack of clarity about how to move forward during or after the holiday season, and it can make me feel stuck. Or I've been going and going and going, and we've been sprinting to the new year, and then all of a sudden it's 7 days off or 3 days off. And sitting in that space is the beautiful gift of forced reflection. And all too often, we get disconnected from our environment and we get disconnected from our business or our life. And the holidays or any time away forces this perspective shift for us to really, really lean in. But you can feel this like emotional weight during the holidays. You can be missing loved ones if you live far away. You might be having financial strain to wrap up the year end of the business, or even relationship stress, and it can overshadow the season's joy. But the whole reason we build businesses is not to sacrifice our life for the business. It's to build a business that supports our life. And feeling unprepared for the new year creates massive amounts of anxiety about achieving goals or fulfilling aspirations, and even falling into that. If I just keep going, I'm on the go. And when we do that, it makes it hard to really figure out where to go and how to go, because we don't hit pause. We don't reflect, and we don't set meaningful intentions. And these awarenesses in this space and these reflections about our daily habits and commitments allow us to see which ones aren't aligned to our personal goals or to our business goals. And so when we don't take the reflection time, we end up exacerbating or making worse that frustration. And it's an invitation for us to shift. It's an invitation for us to shift our mindset, to use this holiday season or this time off or this time with family to practice presence, to practice gratitude and self-celebration, environmental awareness, fostering peace and presence so that we can bring that into the new year. But the new year is not January 1st. The new year is today. It starts with today's decisions. It starts with today's choices. It starts with our ability to reflect today on what served us this year, what didn't serve us this year, what in our environment has supported us, what in our environment has drained us, what in the business has lit us up, and what in the business has drained us to make us resent our business, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to know if I can keep doing this. And my invitation for you is to use today's episode to leverage the natural pause of the holiday, to reflect on the core buckets that support you in your life, reflect on your habits, identify what truly matters, and reframe your goals to clarity. So treat yourself as the MVP of your journey. Like you are the best Christmas present that you could ever have. You're the best Christmas present that you could ever bring to the world. But it's time to reflect and prioritize investing in your self-care, investing in your environment, investing in your future vision, and tap into the tools and guidance that we have. What's shared in this episode, an upcoming reflection episode that I'm dropping, and practices that we can bring in that we don't just stick to for a week or two, but we make a part of our identity and a part of our everyday to prepare for 2025 to be the best year of our life, the most transformative and intentional new year. And I break all that down and I cover all of that in today's episode. And so without further ado, let's get into the show. All right, everybody on the podcast, let's just cut to the chase. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays from Ashley and I. If you happen to be listening to this on Monday, Merry Christmas. Merry holidays, merry this time of the year. We are going to keep this episode to under 5 minutes because we just wanted to tune in to say Merry Christmas, to share some words of encouragement, some powerful reminders to navigate the holidays and help you get ready to skyrocket, launch, and achieve or pursue whatever you want in the new year. But I think the most important part is remembering that the new year doesn't start on January 1st. The new year starts today with the choices and decisions that we make today. And so before I get into that, Ash, you want to wish everybody Merry Christmas? You got anything to share, say? I just kind of put you on the spot.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Merry Christmas, guys. I could not believe that it ended up like working out to be on a Monday. And I was like, look at that. We get to do a fun little Christmas episode. So I'm so excited to be here.
I love it. I love it. So let me hit some powerful reminders for everybody really, really quickly. At this time of the year, you can feel all sorts of feelings. You could feel really, really happy, really grateful, really sad, missing family members. You could feel the weight of the world. You could be having stress, relationship stress, financial pressure. All of that could be true.
And there's no better time of the year where environmental design works in your favor, where everybody's out of their email and out of their business and not on social media, and space is forced upon us. And so I'm just going to be gentle and remind you to have grace and celebrate yourself and celebrate the holidays and find gratitude and give it away and know that you get to do this, right? But we all have to change how we see the world, and we all forget, myself included, as I was deep in my gratitude practice this morning. But I also think the biggest gift of this time of the year is it reminds us of what really matters, right? And I mean that in two lenses. You feel who you miss, who you want to spend time with, but also you realize that all the things that we spend our time doing during the day that we're convinced move the needle in our life and business are somehow removed during this time of the year, and life gets easier and we still function. And so I think the best way to think about times like this is to use it as an awareness, just to notice. Notice where you're spending your time. Notice what's making you happy. Notice if you're having any more clarity than you ever had before. Notice if there's something you're like, God, now that I haven't done that for a week, I don't enjoy doing that anymore. Like, it's time of the year. It's that kind of perfect time, and celebrate yourself. Go eat a lot, open presents, give presents, go. Like, put on 20 pounds in a day if you want to. I've done it. I did it on Thanksgiving, pretty close. But don't make it wrong, make it right. Celebrate it. It's okay. We're going to win the game. And so this is just my timely reminder that everybody's feeling many things at this time of the world and at this time of the year all around the world, but I'll just call it connection matters. And it starts by being grateful for ourselves, really gentle with ourselves, really loving, and finding gratitude in everything around us, no matter what, because that's really one of the secrets to the game. And so to keep this short and around the 5-minute mark, though, I want to let you know what's coming in the next episode, because I want you to go celebrate Christmas. Don't think about the podcast. And if you're listening to this on another day than Christmas, then you already know there's another episode after this. And guess what? You can just go hit skip and you'll go find it if you happen to take a holiday break. And so because the new year's coming up, clarity, whether you realize that or not, is the finish line. It's where you win the game. It's where the game is won when it comes to your success, whether it's achieving your goals personally, professionally, in your health, in your relationships. It's your game, it's your path. And so on the next episode, we're going to make it short like this one, but it's going to be reflective. And we put together a worksheet, and we have 10 prompts and questions that you can use as cues to sit down and start getting clarity and picking up those nuggets for your kitchen of what you want to build and where you want to go. Because open loop number 2 is right after that. We are dropping probably one of the most powerful episodes and tools that we have to share with you, that was made specifically for you. And that call is about manifestation and calling in your vision. But guess what? It's not magic, because the first question I asked is, how can we make this real? Because I don't get the woo-woo puff stuff. And so those questions will lead into that. And that's the skyrocket for your year. And then we're here. The Alliance is here. The podcast is here to support you in pursuing those things, because you're the most important player in this game. You're the most important one on this field. And if you don't watch sports and you live in another country, you still know how fucking ridiculously overpaid some athletes are. And that's because it's a game. But I also want you to know, if you can think of an athlete that was paid $150 million to be the star of that team, you also have to recognize that you're the star of your team. And if you don't treat yourself like the $150 million athlete, you have zero chances of winning the championship or winning the gold medal. And our job's to help you do that with love, with grace, because it's not our vision, it's yours, and we're your team in the corner. And so we just wanted to take today to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and also keep your eyes peeled if you're listening to this, because my birthday is 2 days after Christmas, and I have a gift for you for my birthday. And so as a gentle, simple reminder, make sure you use this space, clean up your environments, clean up your habits, make a new commitment to listen to this podcast, or make a commitment to listen to a new one. If I'm boring and you don't like me anymore, or what I share doesn't work, I celebrate you for that, but use this time to be intentional, set habits, set spaces, really invest in yourself and connect with yourself, and start building your environment, your habits, and your thinking about who you want to be in the future. And so when the holidays are over, you're already in the race and on the field, and it's about keeping it forward. And so we love you. We'll see you in the next episode. Remember to subscribe. If you haven't moved over to Spotify already yet, make sure you move over to Spotify. But other than that, this work isn't going to do itself. And I hope you have a beautiful day. So listen to it. Don't let it be shelf help. Put it into practice. I'll see you in the next episode. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm not going to sing. And I would go grab Branson's elf, but then I'd take its magic away. So I can't touch him either. Okay. So just Merry Christmas. We love you. We'll see you in the next episode. We're out.